Hi, folks. This just shows you how far down the rabbit hole everything's going and how everything's changing. This governor of Maine refuses to swear in the state-elected senator, ladies and gentlemen. In other words, this guy probably thinks he's going to get hung high or imprisoned, some other situation, if this guy ends up in office. And what this is actually saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that as soon as I can get it, baby, as soon as I can get it. Alright, in Augusta, Maine, Maine Governor Paul LePage is so angry at Democrats for rejecting one of his nominees that he canceled the swearing-in ceremony for a newly elected senator. Okay, so it's probably in reverse, but it's still the same idea, ladies and gentlemen. They're starting to cull the herd, which is good. The Republican governor on Friday refused to sign proclamation certifying the result of Tuesday's special election. In other words, the Dems rigged something, and the Republican guy said no. The Republican governor on Friday refused to sign a proclamation. Yep, okay, I read that. All right, the election was won by Democrat Susan DeShobot of Biddeford and arrived in the Maine State House in Augusta on Friday for a scheduled ceremony at LePage's office, but she was told it had been canceled. LePage spokeswoman Anita Bennett says the governor canceled the event in response to a third-line vote Thursday in legislature's Labor Committee, which turned down LePage's pick for Unemployment Insurance Commission. Bennett and Democrats treated the nominee, Stephen Webster, despicably. So I'm telling you, folks, it's starting to actually happen. These guys are starting to cull the herd and start returning it to normal. I know I was wrong in the beginning, but you know what? This is actually a happier medium. I'm quite happy with this. So this guy is actually culling the Democratic herd, and he's saying, you know what? You didn't like my nominee. Guess what? I don't like yours. And you got yours elected? I'm not going to certify him. It's my job to certify them as state senator? Guess what? I'm not going to. Ha! Deal with it. So this is actually happening, folks. They're starting to cull the frickin' herd. And this is what needs to happen. This is amazing, folks. Good times, good times, good times. And the Democrats are responding via the Maine Democratic Party by saying the LePage is disregarding what the voters' will was, and once again the governor decides to throw a temper tantrum and refuses to do his job because he did not get his way. But you know what? They fraudulently misrepresented the votes probably, and he knows it along with everything else, so guess what? He's going to sit there and go, you know what? I don't care. And this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when Americans go, you know what? Too fucking bad. So now even Maine and the governor of Maine, LePage, is starting to actually start fighting back against the Dems. Every one of us has a fight, gentlemen. It's not all about guns and bullets. Sometimes it's about righting the wrongs and standing up and saying, nope, I will not take that order. Nope, I will not do that job. Nope, I will not screw that person over. I refuse to do that. Thank you. And this guy definitely seems to get it more than the Dems. In fact, I might even go so far as to say that the current group of the Democratic Party, those in power, are actually acting as a separatist government in and of themselves against the Republic of the United States. That's actually a clearer statement than what it sounds like. I mean, you're going, holy crap, that sounds bad. But that's actually what they have done, folks. They have turned into a separatist government against the United States people, its resources, and all other factions. Oh, I guarantee Republicans are involved in it because there are no parties, ladies and gentlemen. There's a two-party system, and they elect whoever is going to screw the most people up and whoever is going to push the will of the NWO forward. So this is what happens, folks. LePage, the Maine governor, or the governor of Maine, rather, is saying no to the Democratic Party, and he is not going to certify the state senator that was just elected under special election. Good for him.